what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. We are still here at the Chicago Auto Show, and of course we had to stop at the Toyota display because boy oh boy is Toyota bringing some big changes to the lineup. And what are one of those big changes? Of course, to this vehicle right here. This is it. This is your upcoming refresh, changed up design 2025 Toyota Camry. But before we get into this basic bread and butter mid-size sedan of Toyotas, let's talk about what's going on here. So a lot of changes happening in the auto industry, especially when it comes to sedans. Some brands are getting rid of their sedans altogether, while others like Toyota are still finding ways to bring new technology and also more fuel efficiency to their vehicles. Now for 2025, not only are you going to get a new look Camry, wait until I show you on the interior side of things when it comes to this XLE, because you're going to see some finishes that have never been seen on a Camry before. Now, of course, the competition is still primarily going to be the Honda Accord. You have the Hyundai Sonata and the Kia K5, and this is the final year of the Nissan Altima. So what I want to find out is, if you're looking for that mid-size sedan that brings the most efficiency, but also when it comes to the XLE trim brings some luxurious touches, is the new Camry the way to go? Let's go ahead, let's dive into this one and find out. Right off the bat, you're going to find a new signature style that's been showing up on a lot of their models called the hammerhead design. And when we look at the style, you'll notice the aggressive corner parts of the front bumper area. You do have functional corner air curtains, and I like the way they integrated this lower splitter into the corners. Now, when it comes to lighting, this is where Toyota has really changed the name of their game. Look at this, the way they did the smaller housing, the way that it's almost like a big long finger of LED daytime running lamp, LED headlights, and LED turn signals all built in very nicely. And then when we come across the front grille, this is that hammerhead design. You've seen it on the BZ4X, you've seen it on the new Prius, and now you're seeing it on the new Camry. So we have functionality up top with this gloss black area. You do have a forward-facing camera, more functionality all the way across. And then I like on this XLE trim how you have this gunmetal metallic gray finish with the design, full functionality in the center, and a nice lower lip that's body color match that runs along the bottom. Now, as we rise up, you'll notice these angular lines that flow into the hood, gives it such a unique look. There was once upon a time where for a while Camrys got a little bland. They almost look like refrigerators with wheels going down the road. This Camry definitely has, like I said, this very unique style that makes it stand out. Now, underneath the hood, when it comes to engine choices, you're gonna have one way, and it's Toyota's way. It's a 2.5 liter inline four paired to 2 electric motors. So that means the Camry now comes standard as a hybrid. The big difference is gonna be whether you go front wheel drive or whether you go all wheel drive. Front wheel drive is 225 horsepower, all wheel drive is 232 horsepower. Both are mated to a CVT transmission. So changes from the previous gen. Now when we come around the bend on the XLE trim, we have all new wheels. This is what you're gonna get on this particular one, 18-inch machined aluminum with the gloss black, 235 on the width, 45 series sidewall, and they went through the whole chassis to make this Camry more rigid, which will allow it to drive better, but also worked with the suspension to give you that unique feel that Toyota is known for. Now, as we come down the rest of the vehicle, you'll notice we have color match on the mirror caps. This particular one has an all-new panoramic sunroof. Love the way they black out the whole area, but you have that panoramic sunroof. A little bit of silver trim because this is the XLE. I'm glad the trim is just around the windows and no silver along the bottom. That keeps it very sleek, very sporty, but also very classy. Now, working our way towards the rear, coming to the back, just like up front, very unique style to the taillights, all LED. There's our XLE badge. I like the way they still spell out Camry, and this one is all-wheel drive. But like I said at the start, these are all hybrid powered vehicles. Working our way all the way down, simple rear bumper lower area, no exhaust, just a nice smooth finish, but definitely some big changes when it comes to style. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the interior because I think it may blow your mind. All right, guys, we're inside this 2025 Toyota Camry top XLE trim. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, there's some changes going on in the midsize sedan segment, and I don't know if I'm totally happy. I understand where you come from. Toyota Camry's been around since 1983, if you could believe that. And just like Honda, they're taking a page from their playbook and no longer offering any kind of V6 or turbocharged power plant. Remember, Honda with the Accord, it's just hybrid as well. No official pricing yet, but these will be expected to show up at dealerships in spring of this year, spring 2024. But we'll see what the pricing is going to be. But let me show you what's new inside this XLE. To the door panels, new material. So you're going to find this Alcantara diamond-shaped design that actually starts near the top and then waterfalls to the lower portion. That's new features in this vehicle with the silver trim. Clean, classy. You do have a little bit of flat black around the switchgear, but I don't think it's going to really show fingerprints. And then I like the way they did some contrast stitching on the armrest. Just a little bit goes a long way. Door pocket is a very tight size, so maybe just 4 tacos from Taco Bell, and that's it. That's all you're going to put in there. Going from the door panel to the dash, you'll notice how they brought gloss black. It's going to be interesting to see if this is going to create a lot of glare on the roads around Chicago, but you have this nice groove design, more of that Alcantara material that kind of waterfalls into the center stack. And when you go XLE, you're getting a 12.3-inch infotainment system. I can't show it to you because we're at an auto show, but we will be bringing this to you. It will have the multimedia system software that you're used to from Toyota. This is a volume knob for your audio. They take it off at the auto shows because people with sticky fingers like to take home a souvenir. You got your AC controls, dual climate, 3 stages of ventilated seats, 3 stages of heated seats. Love the way they integrated the AC vents. And then down below, wireless charging, USB-A and 2 USB-Cs. And you got a place for 2 Chicago dogs. Put extra sauerkraut on there, extra relish. This is going to control your CVT. And then you have your 3 drive modes, Sport, Normal, Eco. Keep it simple. Soft touch on the armrest with stitching. Lift it up. You got a 12 volt. And you have easily enough room in here. I would say you could probably put 20, maybe 21 NES game cartridges. Just make sure to blow in them to get all the dust out when you go to play on your NES. And then for the first time ever on a Camry, real leather seats. So you have your perforated, you got a little bit of Alcantara, power adjustments for the passenger, power adjustments for the driver. And remember, you can get different color interior depending on what exterior color you pick. And then there's that all-new panoramic sunroof. Nice touch with the JBL sound system. But why don't you come over to the business end? I want to show you behind the new wheel in this new Camry. All right, guys, behind the wheel of this Camry XLE, you'll notice that you have your electric seat controls nicely placed, and you have 2 memory seat settings, so you can let somebody borrow your Camry. Seats, I like the way they redesigned them. They're more comfortable, they're more supportive. I'm 6 feet tall, and I have plenty of room in here, even with that panoramic glass roof. There's your new steering wheel. Leather wrapped with the contrast stitching, some flat black, some gloss black, a little bit of a design that's been dropped into this lower portion with some gloss black. And then it is a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And just like the infotainment system, I can't show it to you, but we will be taking you on a first drive soon. It's 12.3 inches. Right now it looks like the black hole, the black abyss, but I promise you when we go for a drive, it's gonna have some really cool graphics. Just wait and see. But why don't we go ahead, let's get into the back seat and see how much room there is in this Camry. All right, guys, back seat time. And I really wanted to show you just how much room there is. Now, this seat is where an average person is going to be sitting. This seat is all the way back, so that's why it looks tight on this side, duh, because the seat's all the way back. But you have these super large pockets. I could actually put 2 New York calzones with the mozzarella in the back and just munch on those on a nice long family drive. You do have 2 AC vents, and you have USB-Cs, A and a C down there. And of course, plenty of room. And remember, this is a hybrid, and we still have all the room with the leather interior. Flop it down. Ooh, Charmin quadruple ply soft with the 2 cup holders. But let's see if we can get into the trunk, or if we have to wrap it up from the Chicago Auto Show in this Camry. All right, guys, trunk space. Of course, a lot of people are in the market for crossover SUVs, but I promise you that brands like Toyota, especially with the Camry being a mid-size sedan, still brings lots of cargo volume in the trunk. And you can see just with the trunk open how low the cargo floor is. Of course, those rear seats will do the 60-40 split, so you could get longer items in and out. And I think that's one of the things that we tend to forget, is that there's still plenty of good room to use in one of these, and that's what allows you to have a more attached driving experience to the road, because your center of gravity is lower. And plus, it's quite phenomenal that we have this much room, because remember, all 2025 Corollas and Camrys, I should say, are hybrid. But why don't we go ahead? First drive is going to be coming up soon, but we need to wrap it up from Chicago. All right, guys, it's been another crazy day here at the Chicago Auto Show. Definitely want to thank the people at the Toyota booth for giving us special access to this 2025 Camry XLE. Let me know what you think. Are you thinking that you rather go Honda Accord over the new Camry, or are you liking the changes, especially with the technology, larger infotainment, 360-degree camera, and of course that fuel-sipping hybrid technology that Toyota is known for? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raity's Rise family. Of course, we need to give it up to Lori, who makes the movie magic happen with her camera skills and her Camry skills. Show her some love in that comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.